Alright, so I'm going to talk through my circuit for this project. So for this project I did a load rate sensor. And so what it does is it can sense how quickly a load is applied to the contact point. And this is the contact point, as you can see here. And this is actually a force sensitive resistor. So what I have here is a circuit wherein the resistor is R1 and R2 is the 10K resistor. So I have sort of a voltage divider set up here. And here's my Arduino controller. And I've got it set up at ground here and the resistor right there. So that's the circuit, and I'll show you how it works just in a second. Here is the Arduino serial plotter. So what we're expecting is that if I apply the load quickly to the cell, there'll be a sharp jump in the curve. And if I apply the load carefully and very slowly, then it should be a small peak. And if I apply a constant load, then I should get about a zero value. So I'm now going to apply a constant force and see what happens. So here's the constant force, and there's the graph. It's pretty constant. I'm going to lift my finger up now, and you can see a peak appeared right there. So that's how it works. Some problems with the circuit I ran into. The first thing was that the resistor graph is quite strange because the specifications are as such. So we have here on the y-axis the resistance, and here the grams. And so what we're expecting is a sort of a straight line so that I can get a very straight linear curve and a relationship between grams and resistance. But in the actual design, the graph shoots up here at around 11 grams. So the problem with that is that I cannot read less than 11 grams of force accurately, because at that point the resistance jumps up very quickly. And so there's not exact one-to-one relationship between grams and resistance. And that caused some issues initially. So at first I was getting a lot of negative values. And that's actually why we see negative values here for the slope, because when you have a very low amount of force, you have a very high resistance. And when you calculate that into the slope equation, you actually get a negative value. So that was one of the difficulties. The second thing is that this guy is very fragile, so it's hard to put this guy in a shoe, and also these wires are not long enough to put inside the shoe, so it's hard to test this out properly. Alright, that's it. Thank you.